I said it.
Do you ever play Guitar Hero?
Oh my God! I used to
Remember that? What was it? The Dragon song at the end that no one could sing? It's something Dragons, right? Wasn't it something?
Can't remember it now.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Yeah. Back on the Sportscast, though. Again, you guys make sure you guys follow us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, also on our SoundCloud channel. Again, just search Sportscast. They can't follow us on Twitter. They can follow us individually on Twitter.
Can they follow you on Facebook?
No.
Can they follow you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh! There we go.
One of the three. You can follow us on one of the three social platforms. Sportscast on Instagram. Otherwise, follow Knocker at Bud Knocker on Twitter.
You can follow me on Facebook at David and Michelle Pacheco. You can follow me on Twitter
at Bud Knocker. I think I'm going to have you start up a Sportscast page. I really am, because I don't want to get kicked off again. I think I'm just going to pass the baton to you.
I don't know what you're doing.
Seriously.
Are you sleeping with an executive's wife?
He must be. Something's going on here.
I have no clue.
Is she being blackballed like Kaepernick for no reason, G?
I don't know what I'm doing. So, again, just download the podcast.
What did you do?
Just download the fucking podcast.
I mean, I know why the Texans cheerleaders blackballed us for a while. I mean, that was obvious. But what did you do?
I don't know, Margo.
I don't know, Margo. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margo. Christmas Vacation. I don't care if anyone else got that out there. Me and my pops did.
Oh, yeah, that is Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, we're loving it. That's one of our favorite
right.
That's one of our favorite parts of the whole entire show right there.
Dude, I just finally got some guy has been saying a Van Wilder reference to me for the past, 3.5 weeks. Didn't get it. Watched Van Wilder, and I was like, that's Van Wilder.
Now that's funny.
There
He's
you
like,
go.
calling me Wham Bam Thank You Cam.
Love it.
All right, Knock, let's get to Shot of the Week award.
All right, let's do it.
JuicyWhip.com. Follow us at JuicyWhip.com, on Twitter at JuicyWhip, and our Facebook page at JuicyWhip. Official horchata vendor of the United States. We're huge. Every 7-Eleven, every Circle K, anywhere you basically get Mexican food.
It's the best, man.
We're
It's
in
everywhere.
El Pollo Loco. If you get that horchata, it comes from my family. So
that's right.
You go and buy it, support us. So, again, Knock, let's get to Shot of the Week. I'll go to you first.
Okay, real quick.
Yep.
First two out of the way. My nephew, Joe Pacheco, and listener Dan Hogan.
Yeah.
Sent us pictures. Dan sent us pictures from Las Vegas.
Yeah,
from the Caesar's Palace, rocking the Sportscast shirt.
Yep.
And my nephew Joe, your cousin Joe, is out there on a road trip in Idaho, Utah, somewhere out there, somewhere in Mormon country.
Yeah.
He's rocking the shirt too. I got it on Facebook. Josh didn't, but I got it on Facebook. So, I had to show him today.
I just don't get, what are you, an 80-year-old grandmother? Who doesn't follow their cousins on Facebook?
I don't have a Facebook.
So what are you doing? Get to the 21st century.
I know. I kind of feel.
I don't like this internet thing.
I feel liberated that I'm not on Facebook. They don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think you're just
I don't have
lazy.
to see all you shallow assholes post the little
I
fake
just
vacations
think,
you go on. I know those are Google pics.
192
Don't you be posting
pictures?
up a Google pics of the Bahamas.
Do you
Photoshop your ass in there. Say, oh, look at me, week in the Bahamas.
Right?
No, you're not. You're at your weak-ass job all week.
192 pictures of your kids. I don't care!
Yeah, I don't care that your wife made you chicken parmesan.
He's also the same guy that... Do you drive a hybrid?
No.
Are you that guy too?
No, I don't drive a hybrid.
I drive a hybrid because I'm fuel efficiency and I save the environment.
I'm not a hipster.
Josh
and
is
I don't
not
have a
that
beard.
guy.
No.
That takes too much
there
effort.
you go.
No,
that takes effort.
love pollution and I like trans
That
fat.
takes effort and commitment. He don't give a shit. Okay?
I don't know if I'm.
He doesn't recycle.
No. The blue can is right outside.
Right?
And I say fuck it, and I throw it right.
Doesn't
in the trash
recycle.
can.
That's how you know he's hard.
Exactly. He's hardcore. Hard Streets of Glendora, baby. You should know all about that.
That's
we
right.
don't recycle. That's for white people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm Mexican.
He just saved the goddamn planet. They're going to steal it from us anyway.
Your guys' recycling is rewrapping a tortilla.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't have the trouble.
Right,
But that was a good one.
It's the beans and tortilla meat the next day. That's recycling, baby.
Because you know what, Knocker?
I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
There's nothing. You know what? And I love Mexican food, but there is nothing better than second day getting that carne asada
burrito.
Oh my God.
Waking up
when
and knowing
everything
that you
is
got
just
half
settled
of it.
in.
You know what the worst is though? When you go to work and you think you have it when you get home, but your wife ate it because you got stoned during the day.
Right.
That's the worst.
That hasn't happened
to me a few times, honey. She knows that. I'm like Ross when it comes to his sandwich. You ate my sandwich.
You are Ross. You are
with
so
the
Ross.
moist maker.
You know what's funny is my grandma used to go and my brother used to like pack his lunches before every Sunday and meal prep and then do it and portion it out.
Yeah.
Put it in the fridge. My grandma used to go.
Who invited this guy?
My grandma used to go in
Steph
and
in the kitchen.
eat
It's a
half
blanket.
eat half of it and then put it back. And my brother would be furious.
Wow.
Like just like get to work and be like, "What the?"
he's
That's
getting
pretty
knocker
bad.
stage.
Right?
He's getting
Wow.
knocker stage.
Yeah.
All right, knock.
That's
Let's get
savage.
to the
All right.
Eat the whole
shots here.
thing at that point.
Number
What else?
2.
I like how Cam called it too. Shot of the week, whole segment.
Right?
45 minutes, dude.
Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Dodgers. You got to recognize.
What a 30 and 4.
This
in
is
the last
just
34?
not. This is just not luck. This is something different. Okay, they've won 10 in a row, 2 double-digit win streaks in the same season. For the franchise, it hasn't happened since 1955. They're what 32 and 4.
No, they're 30 and 4 in their last.
Right, and only
34
one
games.
team has done better than that.
If they win tonight, they tie the record.
Right,
Yeah.
it's just incredible what is going on. They won last night. Going, what was it, 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position.
Unreal.
Bases loaded, didn't score a run.
But no,
all these things.
haven't we
They
seen it
scored
before?
1 run for Clayton Kershaw, and they still win the game.
Haven't we
It's
seen
absolutely
it before, though?
unbelievable.
Have we seen this before?
No.
The Dodgers just.
No, but
Is it the same story of the
no,
Dodgers?
they've won
They
games
get in
and
the
they've been good,
playoffs?
but they've never done this. I mean, they're
Right.
making history, and this just doesn't
They
happen.
remind
You're
me of
watching
the
history.
Cubs, though, right now. How the Cubs just everything went their way. Like they never thought they were down. They won in the 8th inning. Wild
Sure.
pitches, everything went their way. That's what the Dodgers season looks
I mean,
like.
I watched them watch a game the other day in the 9th inning. They didn't get a hit,
Yeah.
and they won the game in the
Yeah.
9th inning. They didn't get a hit, and they won the damn game.
Yeah.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
They were 4 games over 500 at one point. They've gone like 43 and 9.
Yeah, they're
like it's
35 games above 500,
it's
37 games.
It's absurd.
It
It really is. It's fun to watch. It really
is.
is fun to watch. And
I like that shot,
but hell, 75% of California can't watch their games because the freaking video.
Yeah, Time Warner or whatever. Yeah.
We
Spectrum
don't even
Sports
get into
Center.
that. That's my shit of the week. Is that
Yeah.
whole deal?
Okay.
And my number 1 shot of the week is to Kim Chilsters. Who's Kim Chilsters? You might
Yeah,
ask.
who's that?
Kim Chilsters is a professional tennis player who is playing in the women's doubles at Wimbledon.
Okay.
Who they were playing on court 3.
Oh yeah, we
women's
posted
doubles,
this video,
right?
Yeah, it's on our
The
Twitter.
best video
Or
I've
mine.
ever seen. I this is so
I know,
cool.
Knocker. You wanted to play the video, but
I
we
did.
couldn't. Yeah.
So effing cool, right? She's about to serve, and she asks out loud, "Well, where should I serve it?" And overweight dude shouts from the crowd, "Serve it right at her!" So Chilsters, "Well, why don't you get down there? Let me serve it right at you." Dude does. They walk over, give him the racket, and you have to see this video. They put a skirt on him.
Yeah.
They put a white sweater on
It was
him.
awesome, Knocker.
And the best thing about it is he returned the serve. The first serve
Yeah.
she gave him, he put it back over
he put
the
it
net.
on the racket.
You
yeah.
know what it was? It was. Do you remember when that guy was yelling at the Ryder Cup teams, and the other guy
Oh, yeah,
handed him the
called him
putter and
out.
said,
Yeah, said,
"Go
"Make this
ahead, go
putt."
make this putt,"
Yeah,
and he makes the
jackass.
putt. You're like,
Right?
"Well,
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
then."
all right, then, all right, yeah, go ahead and yell.
Yeah.
But it was so cool,
It
and
was.
the announcers are the best in this because they're just so offended. They're trying to ride with the moment, but they're crusty
it's
English
tennis.
idiots.
It's tennis.
This is Wimbledon 2017. Oh, welcome to Wimbledon 2017. Dude, lighten up,
Yeah.
dude. Wear some boxers for the first time
Chill
in your
out.
life. Just let your balls hang and just
Chill
run
out.
with the moment. It's court 3 women's doubles. Who cares? Who cares? You're covering
Oh my
women's
God!
doubles on
Who
court
the
3.
hell cares?
If you were any good, you wouldn't be covering women's doubles on court 3. You'd be on court 1.
So you're telling me that's not important?
I'm telling you,
Knocker, don't
nothing
upset
less
another,
important
Don't
on
upset
earth.
another demographic of the show.
There is nothing less important than women's doubles on court 3 1 week into Wimbledon. It was so unimportant to the players, they let a man come out of the stands and play a point.
Love
And
it.
he was good too.
And he was good.
Cam, what
So
do you
anyway,
got?
there we go.
So I'm gonna go with the Lakers, man. I gotta go with Kuzma.
Ah, yeah,
I
baby.
have
How my
to.
boy Lonzo look? Huh?
You know
He
what?
have to play the finals.
You
he
know
got
what?
MVP.
I have been said from day one that I thought Markelle Fultz was the better player.
Dude, Lonzo's just sick,
I might
man.
be wrong. This guy's pretty good, man.
Hey, dude, he punched a pass like 20 feet.
You know
for-
what? He's one of the better passers that
Dude, he's
I've ever
his
seen.
vision's
Absolutely.
unbelievable.
And,
I will-
and you
I'll
know
give
what?
you that.
And I will have to give it to Kyle Kuzma too, who played absolutely outstanding throughout the summer
And
league.
Caruso, too.
Oh yeah, Caruso played like a baller.
Caruso was a badass.
This team was fun to watch. They will be
It
fun to
is.
watch upcoming.
Yep.
My second shot Mr. Nolan Arenado today goes
For the Rockies, right?
5
Yeah.
of 6, Knocker,
Yeah.
with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs.
It's the Rockies,
Not a
right?
bad
Yeah.
day.
Fourth, fifth, and sixth inning comes up and hits jacks.
Yeah.
So you
Not
gotta
a
give it
bad
to
That's
that.
day.
gangster, man.
And I'm
I'm so jaded. I am so jaded, Cam, that you tell me that, right? And all I can think of is in Little League getting in the car with my dad and him asking you, what the hell happened the other 2 times? Or what happened to 6 at bat?
Yeah, but
what happened?
that's Little League, though.
Yeah, that's,
Right? That's just me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I would ask my kid that in Little League. If he's doing it at the major leagues, I'd be like,
Right.
more power to you.
Way to go. Absolutely.
Third, I'm going to give it to Sir Roger Federer for getting his 8th
Yes.
Wimbledon title.
Yeah, the
Unbelievable.
Fed.
This
The
guy's
Fed.
probably the best tennis player
From
I've
the
ever seen.
injuries and the surgeries and all that. And what I love, I'm not trying
No,
to
go
cut
ahead.
into
No,
it.
go.
What I loved is I played this for Wendy the other day. Just look. This is a man who's done everything that you can do in tennis. This is a man who's been to the pinnacle more times than anybody else in the history of tennis. And look at his reaction. He's crying. He's it all hit him, the whole thing, and he's crying on the at the end of the match and whatever. That's what I like to see. I like to see the human aspect of it. Just for him to sit down and take it all in, and for him to hit him in once and be not afraid to show that yes, this is an emotional thing. I put my life into this, and I'm not just going to act like it's nonchalant that I'm just a champion and I just expect this. I love that.
Yeah, and I think the thing that's really impressed me about him is this was a guy like Tiger Woods who was so dominant in his sport for so long he could just overpower people. He's completely changed his game because he doesn't have the athletic aspect anymore. And my last shot, which has become an 80-minute segment, I heard some terrible news today. One of my dad's very best friends ever since he started working just passed away in Australia from complications from cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer, man.
And I just want to say that I heard it today and I started crying. And this guy's been so nice to my family and to my dad, being my dad's best friend, and even me. And I kind of thought of him, as a friend myself, just the way he's treated me. So my shot goes out to Peter Ragg, the life of him. Just a great guy.
Cool.
And today was the opening day of Del Mar, and we know he's there in spirit because he was a huge horse racing guy. I know we'll get to that shit, so I'll leave it.
We'll
for you.
celebrate
All right.
that. Absolutely.
I like that, Cam. Very
Celebrate
good.
his life.
Yeah, R.I.P. there. Knocker, I get me and Cam share this. Our shit of the week comes from, I'm sorry to say, the Denver Broncos there, Cam.
This is freaking
This is so
believable.
Yeah, it's really pretty ridiculous.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
But we're still going to put you in there.
That's right. Story, you can check out on our website at sportscastlife.com. Knocker, Denver Broncos ticket department, I wrote, is going to have a pure nightmare on their hands after this story hit the internet, which we posted earlier today. As a couple of Denver Broncos season ticket holders had their season tickets revoked because they did not attend one home game last year, ended up selling their tickets or whatever they ended up doing with them. And that was due to an intense fertility treatment starting back in September. They were trying to get pregnant, had some complications. They finally got pregnant later in the month, which is why they didn't attend
So
games.
she had to stay home. The
Right.
whole 9 yards.
So this couple got an email from the Denver Broncos ticket department saying that their tickets have been revoked. Now, Cam brought to my attention there's people waiting 20 years
Here's
to get their tickets, their season tickets. And I
we
just have to
talked about
say,
this.
I want to give a shout out because he actually hit us up on Twitter. The actual person, Jim Hayes, is the man, the husband in this story, got back to us on Twitter and said, thanks for posting this story. And no problem, Jim, because I know you're going to back the Broncos here in a second.
No.
All I got to say is I hope that the Broncos do something about this because we tweeted them. Jim Hayes has tweeted them. Cam did. You tweeted John Elway personally.
Jim Hayes
with
is the
this.
gentleman involved.
Is the gentleman
Yeah.
involved. He wrote us, said thank you for posting this on Twitter and so forth. I guess give a shit for the Broncos because that just sucks, man. I mean, the story involved, but Cam, you do have a valid point here, and go ahead and say why you think the Broncos aren't to blame so much.
And I will counterpoint.
Okay.
Here is my point is that everything like this is a business, and I really think they just look at these at numbers and look at these fans and say, okay, well they sold all their season tickets, this year, so maybe they're not as interested. And what I think the Broncos want to do is there's people who have been on these wait lists for so long that they kind of want to cycle in these new people just so they can keep getting more and more fans. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that this is probably looked at more as a number than an individual case, which is especially horrible for these people because, I mean, they've been fans for however long. So I just want to say that, I'm rooting for them, and as a Broncos fan, I really hope they get their season tickets back because I feel like they've been wrong too.
Okay. All right, Knock, how
Here's
you want
my
to rebut on
counterpoint to this. I understand
Yeah.
what Cam is saying because there's probably a computer printout in the Broncos ticket department that states who attended the games and how many games they attended, right? Understand that. Understand the business. If you're not going to show up, right, then we're going to take appropriate action. But here's my problem with that. If there's a 30-year effing waiting list for season tickets, right, how many people are on that list that they didn't come to one game?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
3? 4?
Yeah.
10? Wouldn't that being PR, right, instead of a cold business decision, if there's only 2 people on that list that did not show up to one game this year who have been showing up every fucking year until this year,
Yeah, doesn't that pop
right?
up in the system?
Maybe somebody died.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody's got cancer.
Yeah, something
or maybe
happened.
somebody's got a problem getting pregnant. Maybe you might want to pick up the phone,
Call
make a
first.
call,
I
and
agree.
say, hey, we noticed that you didn't come to one game this year. Are you not interested in keeping your tickets? Or did something happen? Is there something we can help you with? Are you in financial something human?
Yeah, and I can't.
This is
Just
what
something human.
This is-
and this is where they drop
Go
the
ahead, scrap
effing
it,
ball.
yeah.
Because there cannot be more than 4 people on this list.
I agree
That's
with you,
that's
Knock.
where I agree with Knocker. Or this is what a lot of people have a problem with the NFL is that they look at profit margins so much and how they can keep getting more and more revenue and all this stuff.
Gotta maximize.
It's
the
almost
numbers,
you
dude.
become robotic. You don't have
Yes.
human emotions and have
Yes.
understanding for these people. And I really do feel horrible for these people. And as a Broncos fan, like I said, I will tweet at John Elway because this is terrible. This is the thing that you don't want
Yes.
your team to do. And you know what? The Broncos have mostly for my whole lifetime have always done the right thing. So I just hope
I believe
kinda-
they will.
I
I
hope
like
they
their
do.
owner. I think Pat Bowlen's a great owner. I think he will fix this.
Yeah,
All right, we'll see.
it
I
has
think
to be
he'll do
fixed.
something. So
It's
I'm
just
glad that
something
we-
should be in place
and
if
I'm
this
glad
doesn't
that-
happen.
I'm
I
glad
agree
that
with you.
he tweeted us back and he was appreciative of
Yeah,
us doing the story. so.
But bottom line, did
That's
somebody
good.
get pregnant?
Yeah, they got pregnant, had a baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
congratulations,
Right,
shot of the
yeah.
week.
Yeah, so you get shot of the
There you
week.
go.
Now, my last, my shot of the week, so that's my shit. My shot goes to the Irishman, Conor McGregor, for having the best suit ever possibly made in his press conference.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly what Conor was saying when he wore a fuck you suit to his press conference against Mayweather. That deserves a shot of the week, right? 'Cause
Absolutely, man.
That's just fucking great, man.
You're gonna get your ass kicked, but boy, you're sure making.
No, see,
you're
I
playing it up.
disagree with you. I really
Oh,
think.
come on, man.
I really think Conor's got a legitimate chance to beat him.
Do you know
Dude, I'm hearing rumors.
Vegas
I'm hearing
just
rumors.
brought down their odds.
why
Because of
why
this.
is Vegas doing that, Josh?
Because they want.
Because people know the people are not going
Right.
to bet the fight if Floyd Mayweather's not making any money.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather pays now
They're only
$200
doing-
out to
they're
knock him
only
out.
doing what they're doing to make money.
There's just a 10% in you that thinks there's a chance.
Dude,
No.
there's rumors out there that his sparring partner knocked him
No,
out.
even Mayweather said that's BS.
Do you
Don't-
think there's a chance that Tupac's alive too? Like, come on, man.
Elvis is serving burgers in Downey.
All right, you know what? Let's go. Oh, what was that?
That's funny. As I was walking out here, right? Right? That was just a little bit of vodka there. You can handle it. As I was
That wasn't
walking
vodka.
out. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That was?
What did you think it was?
What'd you think it was?
I don't know.
You're such a pussy. I swear.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm walking out. Stephanie Daniels, Dan Burlington's girlfriend,
Yeah.
is staying with
You
us
can just
for a
call
while.
like fiance.
right?
They're gonna get married. They've been
Yeah,
together
that's
8
fiancé.
years.
She's staying with us for a while, so she's in there in the kitchen cooking up
Yeah.
some dinner, right? And she's watching me pour the shots and make myself another cocktail, right? She goes, "Going hard tonight, huh, Dave?"
That's awesome.
Yes, that's your first night here on
all
show
for
night,
me.
right?
All for me. That's your first show night at the house.
We're all
here.
in, baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Steph,
was
join
awesome.
the party.
That was great.
That's
Go
fantastic.
pretty hard
Going
tonight,
hard
huh,
tonight
Nick?
for being Knocker.
Knocker
Right, Knock?
always goes hard.
Let's go hard in the NFL again. Here we go. Again, NFL Game Day Show back. Coming to you every week. Wednesdays.
Gotta love it. I
Wednesdays.
just love football.
6 p.m.
God, I love
We'll
it.
be bringing you all the college info coming up in the next few weeks.
God,
And,
I want football back so bad, man.
Has this not really? I've been alive 58 years. This is the longest off season in the history of off
Yeah, it's
seasons.
been
Man,
long.
for some reason, it just
I'm
seems
jealous.
like
I know,
it's taking forever. I'm watching cycling, for God's sake.
You know what's the sad part though, which crushes my heart, is this feels like the NBA offseason where I just think the Patriots are gonna roll everybody, man. They're so good.
They are good, but
I don't agree with you.
I
just don't.
I'm all right. I'm all
I
right
don't
with
agree
that.
with you.
I'm all right with that.
I,
But
I think there's
my humble
four.
opinion.
I think there's 4 or 5 teams that have a really, really good shot at winning
My
the Super Bowl this year.
my only problem is I really think that the team that can challenge them in the AFC, which is the Oakland Raiders,
Right.
does not have a secondary. And that concerns me because Brady will slice and dice you every which way.
They will. It's
Understand.
we're gonna get into.
I agree.
We'll get into over/unders, and we'll get into the NFC East. That's gonna be a great division to talk about. But real quick now, a couple notes in the NFL as we get to these over/unders here. Chargers, Mike Williams, Knocker, their first-round
God,
pick.
unbelievable.
Looks like he's gonna start camp on the PUP list. Maybe miss the whole entire season with a back injury, Knocker.
Unbelievable.
Again, we saw the injuries with the Chargers last year. Now their number 7 overall pick. Looks like he might not even play this year. If he does, he's going to be 70% of what they actually drafted him to be.
Right.
How big a hit? I'll go to you first, Cam. How big a hit is this to the San Diego Chargers?
I mean, I think it's a huge hit just because of Keenan Allen's injury history. But have
Good
they
point.
not
That's a
have
very
they
good
not
point.
been the most unlucky team in the last 3 years?
For sure.
I think for them to get 5 wins last year, considering that they had almost about half of their starters on season-ending injury, was absolutely unbelievable.
I would give you that they're the most unlucky franchise in the NFL in history, behind the Browns, the Rams, and then them.
Okay.
In my humble opinion, I've watched football since 1965. In my opinion, those are the 3 unluckiest franchises ever. Because San Diego has had some good football team, really good football teams, and the one chance they get with the best, probably one of the top 5 football teams in the history of the NFL, they go play in the freaking Ice Bowl in Cincinnati. Just unbelievable. And then the injuries the last few years and this and that. They draft well and they all get hurt. And blah, blah. It's crazy.
I'll give you that because you have probably an all-time top 15, top 10 quarterback in Dan Fouts. And
yes.
And you had an unbelievable.
Dude, it was
Dan
Eric
Fouts.
Coryell. You had John Jefferson, Charlie Joyner.
All those guys.
It's just.
Even that LT Phillip Rivers team was very good.
Yes.
And they should have probably.
That team.
That team
Yes.
was so good.
Antonio Gates in his
Antonio
prime.
Gates. Oh my God.
It was an unbelievable team.
Yeah.
But in their favor, everybody that wants to knock them for leaving San Diego, they have not played 1 game in Los Angeles. Not 1. They're going to play their first 2 seasons in a soccer stadium, right? The value of their team doubled.
Yeah.
Doubled.
Yeah, just by moving.
Not 20%.
Oh, yeah.
Not 30. It doubled
Yeah.
without them playing 1 game in 1 year.
Why do you think it's so easy to say
unbelievable?
San Diego is not as good of a football market as LA. That's what it boils down to. But I will tell you what, when Denver is there, I'm going to be there.
Yeah,
because I know
I'm excited that I can go see the Cowboys in Vegas now or in LA in the next few years.
And the thing is for most people,
3 venues, Vegas, LA, and LA together.
You can get double dip if they play the Rams and the Chargers if your team does. So that's for people that's great for them, you know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic to watch. Knocker, moving on here, talking about a quarterback situation. Mitch Trubisky, the number 2 pick and the overall pick for the Chicago Bears. They signed his contract. The terms of it are undisclosed at the moment, so you can check back if you want to know what he got signed for. But obviously,
I think it was 20,
oh, did you see it? Did they finally,
million.
did they
It
finally,
rolled.
did
It
roll
rolls by. If it rolls by again, I'll let you know.
Interesting that Jay Cutler looks to call the first game of the year here for the Browns with his new job with Fox here, Knocker. But Mr. Trubisky, back to him. I think this kid is just doomed for failure. It's kind of like just playing for the Browns here. He's going into a Chicago Bears team that is not very good, Knocker. It's going to be cold. I don't think he really has the arm strength to get the ball down the field here. I think Mitch Trubisky is going to be, I wouldn't say a bust because he wasn't touted as being a superstar coming in, but I really think that the Bears aren't going to go anywhere with this guy. I just don't see a future here with Mitch Trubisky.
On those two comments, I don't think the cold is a problem. He played in North Carolina. It's cold. North Carolina gets cold. I'm sorry, but it does get cold. I don't think that's an issue. I think the bigger issue is the talent on the Chicago Bears. Can he survive the first 2 years? Because it's going to take 2 years to build some sort of backfield and line. They have nothing. They have absolutely nothing on offense for him to work with.
No. They have Jordan Howard. Let's not be disrespectful to Jordan Howard. He's a very good running back.
Let's not overvalue a running back in the NFL either.
That's one guy.
Oh,
They've
I know.
lost their receivers. They have no offensive line. They have no tight end. They have nothing on offense for this poor kid to try and make something happen. He's like Jared Goff in L.A.
Yeah, that's a great that's a great comparison.
Right?
It's the same.
There's just nothing there. Unfortunately, he's going to have to suck it up. Does he have the talent to do that?
I just don't.
I do not think so, but I'm hoping he does well. I'm in his corner. I think the Bears really gave up way too much to get him.
Me too.
But now that they got him, I'm really hoping that something good happens for this kid because I think he's a good kid.
Sticking with the quarterback situation, just a little bit of college news as we come in here. We had a story come out here about your boy out here, Sam Darnold, USC quarterback, telling teams, I don't think any team should tank their season because of me. Now, Knocker, as we know, the Jets look like they're kind of tanking this season for a little bit of suck for Sam.
Right.
Maybe the Browns come around and they come, even though they got a quarterback this year, maybe they come back and pick one of these bottom-tier teams. Mm-hmm. With Sam Darnold saying this, Knocker, if you're the Jets right now, you got to be pretty goddamn worried at this point because how long can you suck for? And if you're Sam Darnold, do you see another situation like an Eli Manning where I'm not going to play for this team?
I agree.
Because the players have so much power now these days. I really think that could happen.
I agree 100%.
If I'm Darnold, I say I'm not playing for the Jets. Sorry.
I'm not trying to not let you talk, Cam, because I am kind of hogging.
No, you're all right.
You're
chilling. It's NFL.
But I think that's exactly what Sam Darnold's doing. I think he's smart enough to know, look, I had a really good year.
Yeah.
I had a really good year. But everybody's on this bandwagon on my back, and I'm just a sophomore quarterback, man. Everybody calm the F down, right? I want to go to college. I like college. You went to college?
He's going to USC. How bad could it be?
Right, it's a freaking party for 4 years. Some guys want that, right? They want that college experience. They don't want to just go 2 years and just jump and see what the hell happens, because for everyone that makes it, there's 5 that don't. I think he's smart enough to say, look, I'm at USC for the next 2 years. I'm going to play till I'm a junior. So if you're thinking that I'm coming out, I'm not coming out, right? I like college. I like where I'm at. I want to win a national championship. And to your point, Josh, I'm not going to play for the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play for the Browns.
Not going to that
I'm not going to
I'm
the
not
3-13 team. Somewhere, somehow, there may be a trade somewhere where some good team, a decent team,
trades up for me.
Trades up
Yeah.
or makes a trade to get the number 2 or 3 pick in the draft, and there's where I might go. I think he's definitely playing it smart by saying, dudes, not coming out.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
I have a question for both of you real quick. Cam, I'll go through to you. Do you know, because right now, if I'm saying Darnold 2, who's the next top quarterback that looks to come out? Right across the freeway, Josh Rosen, looking to come out of UCLA. Do you let Josh Rosen be like, you know what, Josh? You go ahead, man. Go ahead, be number 1 pick next season. You go right ahead. Is Rosen a year older? I don't know.
I will not
Rosen
say.
a year older?
Rosen is a year older.
Okay.
There's a kid
He's
coming
2
out
years
of
older.
He's
there's,
2 years older.
There's a
He's
kid
senior
coming out
this
of
year.
Wyoming,
Okay.
and you will hear this. There's a kid coming out of Wyoming, just like Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be very good. Trust me.
Okay, so are you with Knocker here and saying if you're Darnold, you play that card?
But
because
doesn't it show a shrewd move and a sense of self-awareness that I'm going to play also this card. You guys are not going to like me for this. Name me the last really good USC quarterback that's come out of USC.
Shut up!
It's been a while.
Carson Palmer.
Okay, but other than Carson Palmer, you've had a bunch of guys who have been a bunch of men.
Knocker, let's not.
I'm not saying
Matt Castle.
Oh, come on.
Knocker, let's not put Carson up as this guy that was.
Mark Sanchez
a
was the most
prolific
successful
career.
guy other than Carson Palmer.
Pat Hayden.
I'm just saying.
It's a good point.
Vince Evans.
Since Carroll's been there.
No, yeah.
USC is very much.
No,
a
USC
system.
is not a system. I'm not going to give you that.
Knocker, you can't.
For quarterbacks, it is.
They had three starting quarterbacks in the NFL at the same time.
Knocker,
Give me another school that can say that.
Knocker, but
in one season,
that's not the
three
question.
quarterbacks
That's not the
from
question.
USC were starting
Knocker,
in the
it's not
NFL.
the question,
okay,
though.
No, I understand the question, and yes, they haven't had the greatest success in the history of the NFL. There have been some very good, very successful quarterbacks. Pat Hayden was a very good quarterback. He got the Rams to the cusp. He got them to NFC title games. He got hurt the year Vince Ferragamo took him to the Super Bowl. Very good quarterback. Okay, Carson Palmer, you cannot knock him. Matt Leinart, for some reason, just didn't pan out. They've had some really good quarterbacks. Castle, serviceable quarterback, won a lot of games, did very well. Give me another school, Josh. If you guys are going to cap on USC.
I'm not going to cap on USC. Here's what I'm going to say about
he does have
USC.
a point.
If I'm taking, I think in the NFL, quarterbacks come from anywhere, from any school.
Sure.
If I'm taking linemen, I'm taking them from the SEC.
Yes.
If I'm taking skill position players, I'm taking them from the Big Ten.
Yes.
USC always has good linemen and good skill
Yes.
position players.
Yes.
That's what they are.
Because I'll ask you this. Give me SEC running backs.
Big Ten running backs are it.
Give me SEC running backs
Knocker, but you're taking
that
this
have won
personally,
Heisman.
like you're
No,
taking it like it's
but
a
everybody
shot.
does that. But SC puts some pretty good damn football players at
He's
that
not
position.
denying that.
Not
He
fantastic
said
ones.
When named the last great
but I'm
going
to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. If
Wrap
I'm
this
picking
up
a
so we can
quarterback,
move on here.
if
Wrap it up.
I'm wrapping it up.
Okay.
If I'm picking a quarterback, I'm going to the MAC. I'm going to a 6'5" quarterback that's playing in the MAC.
I'm telling you that the kid from Wyoming's going to be really good. He's gonna be a stud.
Okay.
MAC conference. You always give me shit for the MAC conference.
No, I believe her.
Maction.
I'm a believer.
Maction!
Love some Maction.
Love me some Maction.
Thursday night Maction football.
All right, Knock. Let's finish it off here
I like that.
with a couple of these.
I like
All right, Jared. These guys like to go out and party, Knocker, and they got in a little bit of trouble over the weekend here. We got Jaguars' Dante Fowler, Knocker, arrested for battery after he allegedly punched a man in the face and broke his glasses.
Where have we heard that before?
I have no idea. Knocker, this guy...
that happens in third grade. Just because he's wearing glasses.
Knocker,
Shut up, glasses.
I'm not trying to downplay, but I think it's pretty funny.
Knocker, though,
glasses are involved, right?
Fowler, who was the third overall pick of the 2015 draft, had 32 tackles, 4 sacks for the Jags last season. It's a big hit for the Jags if this becomes a suspension here, Knocker.
Right.
They don't believe he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs here, but Fowler was arrested for 2 misdemeanors, simple battery, and cruel mischief. Jags said they're aware of the situation and they'll be handling it internally, Knocker.
Again.
But just another dude. I don't know.
Again,
How
Josh,
do you get in these situations? I don't understand.
Again, I'm turning the page here with myself. I'm so jaded with the news, and I'm so jaded with what's reported. What happened? Give me all the facts before I'm going to make a statement. I'm just not going to come out and say he was wrong. I don't know what this glasses guy did. I have no idea what this guy did to provoke this man to punch him.
What'd you do, glasses? What'd you say, glasses?
Right? What'd you say, glasses?
And you know what?
What'd you do? I want to know the facts before I make a judgment on what happened.
Fowler
here.
needs to concentrate, though, on getting on the field. He was hurt before he
Yes.
even played a game in the NFL.
Right?
Missed a whole
Right?
season.
Yes.
Next Bonehead of the Week comes from your Denver Broncos.
I've
there.
said cut him for 2 years.
Cody Lattimore, Knocker, injured his 4th season as a wide
Gives
receiver.
me more reason.
He got in a brief scuffle over the weekend with a strip club bouncer in Daytona, Ohio back in February, but the video was just released, made its way to the internet, and it shows that he was a little upset, Lattimore was, about the dress code. They were trying to, I guess he wore something that he shouldn't have.
Right.
Latimer appeared to slap the bouncer because that's always a good idea.
Right.
And then he
Good idea.
And then he got pepper sprayed accordingly.
Right, because that's going to end well.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's the bouncer.
Latimer's uncle, meanwhile, lunged at the bouncer and then proceeded to get knocked the fuck out.
I love it. I love it.
This might
that
be
is so
Uncle Roscoe
good.
started to
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
You got knocked the fuck out!
this.
bitch.
This might be the Broncos' worst pick that Elway's had, behind, I would say, Monty Ball. They're both pretty bad.
Yeah, but Monte
Knocker was a fan of Monty.
Monte did a few good
He
things.
he was an alcoholic who flunked
Right,
out of the league. That's
okay,
pretty bad.
but that was unbeknownst to whoever picked him, and
Yeah.
they just did not know that. But he had some decent times. I'm with Cam though. We were discussing this before the show, right?
Yeah.
Your linebacker,
Yes,
give me his name.
Von Miller.
Right. These are all millionaires, right? Von Miller has built basically a disco in the
He
basement,
built a strip club
right?
in his underneath.
In his
yeah.
fucking house,
It's perfect.
right?
I'm not hating.
And
I
he's
wish I
got,
was invited.
there are comments on social media about how cool his place is.
Yeah.
Why is Latimer
I don't know.
going to a public strip club when they can just go to Vaughn's house and
It's a valid-
party on?
That's a valid.
Phones are checked at the
Valid
door.
argument.
There's no
Valid
dress
argument.
code. Hoes are here.
Yep.
Whatever else is here.
Hose
Right?
Just a sign outside.
We got willing bitches in the room. Right? Why are you going there?
Well,
Why? Why are you
willing
going
bitches
there?
in
in
all
the room.
fairness,
It's Vaughn's whole house.
Vaughn does it.
Check in.
Check in.
Vaughn's whorehouse.
Right?
Vaughn's whorehouse. I
Vaughn's,
like that.
Vaughn's Bunny Ranch.
Yeah,
Right?
That's awesome.
Why are you going somewhere else? This is the one thing I cannot
Yeah,
fathom
dude. You got a
about
homie.
pro
You got a homie
athletes.
with
I
the strip
cannot
club.
fathom
Here's
this.
the thing that I will say: Vaughn does only really invite the defensive players, and he's an offensive player who's like a second
And
or
he's not
third
that
stringer.
good. So he
so
really
it's like,
gets. So he
Well,
probably.
it's, I'm his plus one.
all right, okay,
I'm
that's
the
fair enough.
defensive tackle's plus one.
Okay, that's fair enough. If Sanders was to walk in there, if Sanders did this for me, I'd be like, okay, go to Vaughn's.
Right?
Like, what are you doing?
You idiot.
Yeah.
Knocker. Lastly here, if you're a president of an NFL team and you have a quarterback, you
I
should.
just love that. I wish I was rich enough to just have
Dude,
that in my basement.
Dude,
right?
his house is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Knocker, you should know your quarterback's first name, right?
Yes.
You should know what it is, right?
You should know your third strings quarterback
Right?
first name,
Well,
man.
according to the Redskins president, he doesn't know
Mr. Snyder?
that Kirk Cousins, that's his name, Kirk with an I.
Hey,
Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Right.
It's not Kurt.
No.
Well, he proceeded in his last press conference to call Kurt 6 different times.
That's
Oh my
that's
God.
intentional, man. There's no way that's not intentional.
Kurt's.
No, that's 6 times.
Kurt's.
I'm
Wow.
telling that is totally intentional
That's
because
awesome.
Dude, that's
because
really
of the
bad.
money that he's turned
Right.
down.
Knocker, what
Right.
song were you wanting
That's like
for break?
calling him
'Cause I gotta
Vince,
bring it up.
Vince Scully.
What was your song?
Really?
You wanted for break?
Vince Scully?
Yeah, it's Vinny.
Okay, this is
No,
this.
I got to bring it up. So tell me what it is.
Okay,
before
there's
you
a
start
little
explaining.
evolution to this,
Okay,
man.
tell me the
My
song.
my song of the week was going to be "It's Easy" by Boston.
Okay, you want that's
off
what
the
you want.
Don't Look No,
Okay, no,
off
you
the
don't
Don't
want
Look
that
Back
song.
album, right?
Okay.
But as I got home, was cleaning up, made the sandwiches, got
Tell me
everything
tell me
going.
the song, 'cause I gotta
Right?
Look at, yeah.
Shut up! Shut up! It's my song. Let me set the goddamn thing up.
Don't get so mad, dude. Like,
So I was
seriously.
gonna play "It's Easy" from Boston's second album because I really like it. I was in a really cool mood, really up mood, right? Took my shower, right? Did my thing, got my hair did, right? Looked in the mirror and said, "We need some hammer. We need some hammer. Can't touch this, man. Because look at this hair. I mean, you all wish you were 58 and had this rocking hair right here." So I just walked out and said, bro, Josh, we got to play some hammer. We got to play some hammer. Can't touch this.
Okay, so you want to play some Hammer? You can't touch this. That's
Look at
your
this. He's
song.
so unsavvy on the internet. He can't find the fucking song. I gave him
Okay.
a 30-second lead in right there, right?
Yeah.
And he still can't find it.
You know what's?
Am I right, Cam?
Well, you know
Am I
what-
right or wrong?
Hold on.
He's still searching.
I have to say this is definitely going into the angry reel.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Because
this
that's
is for
actually
sure.
I was looking for that to play, as you could see.
Yeah, I knew what you were
Couldn't
looking
He
for.
was
get it
searching,
in time.
searching,
I was
searching.
searching.
I told you that an hour ago, what my song was.
I'm stoned, everybody. Okay. We'll be back after this. Here comes Soccer Song of the Week.
Enjoy some Habitat.